And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we went against the Cleveland Browns in what ended up being a meaningless Week 18 game where we lost 26-13. However, no matter what happened, we were guaranteed the 2 seed. So, yeah, we are currently the 2 seed. We're going to be going against the 7 seed, who is the 8 and 9 Colts. Go ahead and show off the playoff bracket. As you can see, we are there with the Bills and Eagles getting the first round byes. We are going to be the looks like this first Sunday game. So we're gonna know the results of OED Steelers Bengals, which is a very big one. The Giants Panthers and the Falcons 49ers. Falcons 49ers, Falcons Lions, excuse me. So we do have one thing to do. Go over whatever this recap is. Just wanted to reach out and talk about the goal we set back in midseason when I had a hot start. On top of the world, I had an insane finish to the season. Definitely did. Everyone around the league is saying you've taken a huge step forward towards your development. I mean, he did. This was the year of record breaking. If we go to the stats, Joe Burrow, most passing yards in NFL history in a season. Ashton Jeanty, most rushing yards in a season NFL history. Jamar Chase, most receiving yards in a season in NFL history. 3 records were broken this year. I mean, that's insane. And honestly, there might be more. I didn't really check that much. I'd probably check here in the off season. I don't really want to go check now, but yeah. We already did practice. No injuries to us, thankfully. Only DJ Glaze, who, by the way, we have officially put on IR, which is going to end his season. So quickly going to show you what the O line is looking like for this game. We have moved Charles Grant over. We have signed Colton Mikovits to be the backup. We went ahead in free agency. The game was automatically signing me someone who I was like, I don't really want him. So we went ahead and signed Colton Mikovits instead. So yeah, this is what the O line should be looking like for the rest of the season, assuming, there is multiple games. But without any more delay, last thing we have to do is start this game. So we're going to be going against the Colts. This is going to be played in Las Vegas. This is our third playoff appearance in 3 years. We've every year this series have made the playoffs. However, we have never won a game. We have lost in the wild card every single year. We made it as 2 seed, I believe, our first year, ended up losing. We made it as the 7 seed the year after, ended up losing. We are back here at the 2 seed. Hopefully, we're able to change the script and get the win. 17-10 though, the Lions do beat the Falcons to get for them to move on. And Jonathan Culp is going to get the sack. So we're going to force a 3 and out early. And a good return, 10 yards for Sergio Lowe, our 4th string running back, who is probably going to get promoted come next year. And it's going to be the Steelers upsetting the Bengals 37-32. So that high tier offense not even going to make it past the first round. Dante Ford able to get 13 yards in a first down. Genty's going to pick up 9, get us across midfield. Jack Besh going to pick up 5, pick up a first down. And then it's going to be a penalty on Malik Baldwin. Genty's going to rush for 8 yards. And the Giants are going to beat the Panthers 28-24. So all 3 of the wild card games so far, very good, ending in one-score games. Speaking of wild card, recording this Sunday before the wild card game, I'm heartbroken. Jerome Ford, what a run up to the 3-yard line. 20 yards there. Very good wild card games, Rams, Panthers, and then Packers, Bears. Fortunately, I'm a Packers fan. That one really hurt to watch. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this series. As Ashton Jeanty is going to be tackled for a 1-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd and goal at the 4.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
But we go right back to him, and he's going to get into the end zone. Best running back in the league for a reason. We're obviously going to rely on him when we need to. Even when we don't need to, we're going to look to go his way. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the early 7-0 lead. Getting them started is a 4-yard rush by Jonathan Taylor. I don't think he ran the ball at all the first drive. And Nakobe Dean with the sack. So back-to-back 3 and outs where they're going to lose yardage. Jordan Stout, though, having a great game as a punter so far. We'll see if, he can be given a break. DeForest Buckner with a 7-yard sack. And we're going to go 3-and-out. Good punt for A.J. Cole, 60 yards. Rashad McKinney there, running back, with the return of 5 yards. First down of the game, Bradley Mann, the receiver, goes for 11 and a first. Jonathan Taylor's going to only get 3, but that'll get him to midfield. Now facing a 3rd and 7. They get 6. 4th and 1, what do? You go for it, and you don't get it. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Raiders take over with great field position already at midfield with a 7-yard reception by Genty. Brock Bowers with a 6-yard reception to make a 1st down. 5 yards to Dante Foreign. 3rd down. It's going to be incomplete. 4th and 5. We got a 56-yard field goal.
A 56-yard attempt.
And it's got the distance. It's got the accuracy. It's going to be 10-0 now. Raiders leading. Rashard McKinney elects not to return it, taking a touchback up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards to the tight end. 1st down. 11 yards to Alec Pierce, receiver, for a 1st down. 9 yards for Jonathan Taylor. That's a good rush. Taylor's going to lose 3. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And then Max Crosby with the sack, and it's going to be out of range for the field goal. They punt it. Goes for a touchback, so we get the ball at the 20. And we're going to go 3-and-out. I love Will Levis. Like, he hasn't been a great quarterback. He's been below average, but that's what we've needed. Adonai Mitchell gets 10 yards. Not enough for a 1st down, though, but DJ Giddens picks it up the next play. Matt Mathis, the tight end, gets 10 yards. Also not enough for a 1st down, but DJ Giddens picks it up again. Yeah, but I love Will Levis. I mean, he seems like the perfect game manager quarterback for us, but ultimately we want someone who we can commit to long term. And with how he's played this year, that's just not going to be him. There's a false start on the long snapper, but the the field goal is good, making it 10-3 now. Raiders still lead, but Colts cutting into that lead. I do believe the Raiders get ball to start 2nd half. 3rd and 3. 10 yards to Ashton Gentry. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow motion for the rest of this half. It's been a very fast game so far. Nothing's really happened. Really had that opening drive touchdown for the Raiders, but nothing else. In a big defensive game, Dante Ford, what a catch, and makes a man miss. Down to the 27-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. What a play. We got some big decisions coming next year with 3 of our receivers, Jack Besh, Dante Ford, and Monte Lynn, all on expiring contracts. That's our wide receivers 2 through 4. We're going to have to decide who we want to keep out of that bunch, if any. And that's going to be incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Very interesting decisions because Monte Lynn's definitely going to be the cheapest of the group. Dante Ford has, this was his starting year. Hasn't played, amazing, but definitely can't complain. Solid for the role, very good for the role he's in, the role he's been given. And Jack Besh, well, he's had a very down year, but his first 2 years he did lead the team in receiving yards. So hoping next year maybe we'll see if he's able to return to his former form, I guess. Returned up to the 25-yard line. They got a minute 18 and 3 timeouts, down 10, 13-3. Both teams are actually with 3 timeouts. So if the Colts fail to really do anything, don't count out the Raiders. They could get the ball back with a chance to do something. That's going to be a good completion. Still on his feet, up to the 44-yard line. Timeout for the Colts. They're first for number 24. I don't know if that's a running back or what. Maybe just a wonky receiver number. But they go back his direction, I believe. They do. 9-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to take it himself. Max Crosby chasing from behind. Tackled at the 31-yard line. 1st down. Timeout Colts, their second.
That's good for a Colts
Only one
first
remaining
down.
now at the 31-yard line.
A gain
52
of
seconds
16
remaining.
yards. And the Colts
It's going to be a
first
screen
down.
pass to Jonathan Taylor. Makes a man miss. Kyle Hamilton knocks the ball out, and it's going to be picked up by Nakobe Dean. What a play by Nakobe Dean. Well, Kyle Hamilton knocking that ball out. Nakobe Dean able to pick it up. Thought he would have had a chance. Unfortunately, wasn't able to. Why are we not taking our timeouts? Field goal is so on the table. Granted, touchdown, that's a bit of a stretch. I thought we had 3 timeouts. We only have the 1. We're going to take our final one now, honestly.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. Levis's pass complete to Albert Okuwebunar. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Oh my goodness, Genty burned him deep. Out of bounds, 15 seconds remaining. We're pretty much just going to see if there's anything available in the end zone that we can maybe get.
Levis's pass incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
Probably got one more and then take the field goal. And that's going to be incomplete. 4 seconds remaining.
Levis's pass
Going to take the field goal, 54 yards. And it's a good kick, and it's going to be good. So we're going to lead by 13 points, 16-3 at the half. So we're doing what we need to, holding the 4th down. Up 13, but that's only 2 touchdowns, 2 scores, not over yet. Taking a look around the league, we already know the results of these, but we'll go ahead and watch just to see what the kind of plays that happen. Like this one, a huge one, and he's free. Is that Theo Johnson, the tight end? 28-24. Giants gonna advance. Next we have Steelers Bengals. The 4 and the 5 seed. Really thought the Bengals would win this one with their high power offense, but I mean they scored 30 points and it wasn't enough. 37-32. Bengals unfortunately lose. Steelers, they're gonna move on. I mean Burrow, yeah, he threw for 325 yards. That was a very common theme this season, and it sucks that that's how it's gonna end. Defense letting him down. Falcons in the lines. It's gonna be a handoff, and he's gonna hurdle a man getting into the end zone. Jared Goff didn't have to throw any touchdowns, but that's okay for them because they move on 17-10. Looking at the bracket, we already know the Steelers have moved on. If the game ended today, we would move on, making a man miss, and then Kyle Hamilton. It's not going to show it, but knocking that ball out. All right, and we get ball to start second half. I forgot about that. So a huge chance for us to blow this game open up by 13. Obviously, a field goal would keep it a 2-score game. However, it would be 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Touchdown would make it a 3-score game and that would put our confidence through the roof. Back to back to back good plays. Make that 4 in a row. Brock Bowers, Jackson Dart, Dante Ford, Jack Best gets 4 yards there for a first down. D'Angelo favors the backup tight end getting involved as well. 11 yards for Jack Best, and we're going to be in the red zone already at the 15-yard line. Colts barely sneaking into the playoffs at an 89 record. A lot of teams were tied for that final spot. Colts, even though going into the week, all they had to do was win and guarantee it, that they get in at 9-8. They do lose to the Jaguars, but due to all of the tiebreakers going on with all the teams, the Colts do get that final bid. And it's going to be Jack Besh down to the 3-yard line, first and goal. Not able to get in, but able to pick up the first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
And Levis is going to throw, has Genty wide open in the flat, and we are going to score from 3 yards out. And that's going to give us the, well, we already have the lead, but 22-3. Can we make it 23? No, we go for 2 and we get it 24-3. Up by 21 now. I would not have gone for 2. But, I mean, we did. Genty able to pick it up. 9 yards for Jonathan Taylor on second down. Bradley Mann on third down. That is their highway guide at number 24. Third and 8 now for Jonathan Taylor. And Eddie Kirkland with the sack and 4th and 17. They have to punt it, but, I mean, down 21 without the ball. Less than 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3 with Ashton Genty moving this football down your throat. I mean, you have got to wonder, is this it? I mean, we are getting chunk play after chunk play, and Will Levis ruins it. But Genty picks it back up. 3rd and 3 going into the fourth quarter. We're going to pick up the first down with Genty. 17 yards for Besh is going to bring up first and goal. Now, we are up 21 points. So a touchdown would make it 4 scores, which would effectively end this game. Granted, already 3 scores is a big ask, but not impossible. D'Angelo Favors unable to catch that ball there. Not going to hold that against D'Angelo Favors, though. Tough catch to make. Getting hit immediately after. Jack Besh able to hold on there. 3rd and goal at the 5. 4-yard pickup on that one. 3rd and goal from the 5. A field goal would make it 24 points, which would keep it a 3-score game. However, they would need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. But it's not going to matter because Brock Bowers gets the 5-yard touchdown. And that is most likely, obviously, never say never until the clock hits 0. But, I mean, if you're a Raiders fan, I think it's officially time to celebrate. 31-3 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And Max Crosby starts us off with a sack. 3rd and 17 now. 3rd and 22 after the penalty on Quinn Nelson. And 4th and 14. They go for it. Do they pick it up? No, we do. I was like so confused. 3rd and 2 now from the 30-yard line. 8 yards to Dante Fortin for the first down. We're right outside the red zone at the 22. Behind the 23-yard line, 22.5. Good block there by Genty as that's going to be complete to D'Angelo Favors in the flat. 5-yard pickup for 2nd and 5. Genty's going to find the hole, get the first down to the 12-yard line. 1 yard away from 100 on the day. And we sub him out for Jerome Ford. It's going to be play action. Levis just throws it away. Smart move. No one open. No need to risk anything. Genty back in there, but it is he is lined up as a receiver. Ends up falling back to block. And throwing end zone, and that's going to be complete to Jack Besh for a touchdown. And we're going to go ahead, before we risk anything else, we're going to put the backups in. Monte Lynn gets the start. On the hill. Enrique Garcia. Now, I'll be honest, I have no idea how to do this O-line. I honestly think we're going to leave it untouched. We're just going to move all of these around. Oh, gadget is this. Jerome Ford, slot receiver. Yeah, if Demario Douglas wants to get out there, he can. We don't even have a sub linebacker or a slot corner. Okay. Ooh, we're in slow motion. Extra point is good. 38-3, we lead by 35 points, 5 scores. Which, I mean, if they're able to do that in 8 minutes, fair play, but I'm willing to say we got this win in the bag. And it's going to be a huge penalty on Christopher Smith. Jonathan Taylor's for 9 yards for the air. Matt Mathis for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up first down at the 17 in the red zone. Dangerous pass is going to be complete, and it's going to work out down to the 1 yard line. Adonai Mitchell.
A gain of 15 yards.
And that's going to be complete for the touchdown. Matt Mathis. They're going to kick the extra point. I assumed with how bad they're losing, you just go for 2. Not because you need it. Obviously, it's not going to make a difference, but
Makes the score Raiders 38.
I mean, why not? Do they go for an onside kick or they accept? Yeah, they're just accepting defeat. I mean, you're down 28 points. 6 yards for Jerome Ford. 5 yards for Jerome Ford for a first down. 3rd and 3 now for Ford. 6 yards. 4 yards for him. We're just going to run this football, apparently. Ashton Genty snuck on and got a 53-yard touchdown. Okay. I guess because we kept giving it to Jerome Ford, he got tired, and, I mean, Genty comes in, ropes one. Eddie Kirkland with the sack. 3rd and 18. One final play is all that will need to happen. One final play to end it off. And there we go. We're going to win this one 45-10. Get our first playoff win of the series, and boy, oh boy, did we come prepared, it looks like. Wes Agnew did not have to throw the ball at all. He doesn't even show up on the stat sheet since he didn't attempt to pass. But Will Levis, 28 for 42, 242 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Just a beautiful game by him altogether. Genty, 7.2 average, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jerome Ford, 7-yard average when he got in there. These two don't really matter. Besh, 7 for 64 and a touchdown. Dante Foreign, 6 for 69. Genty, 5 for 22 and a touchdown. Brock Bowers, 4 for 30 and a touchdown. D'Angelo Favors, 2 for 11. Douglas, 2 for 32. Blocking, 1 sack allowed by Caleb Rogers. Great job by the O-line, even with all these mixed matches. 4 guys with 6 tackles. Antonio Johnson, Kyle Hamilton, Eddie Kirkland, Isaac Ford, with 2 tackles for loss going for Tyree Wilson. 2 sacks for Eddie Kirkland, 1.5 for Nakobe Dean and Max Crosby, 1 for Jonathan Culp. We obviously had the forced fumble by Kyle Hamilton, recovery by Nakobe Dean. Kicking was perfect with a 56 as the long. Punting, 57 yards. We're moving on. Finally, took a long time, longer than we would have liked, but we finally get the win in the playoffs. And, well, let's go ahead and advance week. See who exactly we are going to be facing in the divisional round. We obviously are the 2 seed, so we have the home game no matter what. And it's going to be the 3-seeded Tennessee Titans, which means the Titans won 19-13 against the Dolphins. Then we look at the NFC side. We already knew Panthers, Giants, and Falcons, Lions, but the Vikings get the upset 28-22 over the 49ers. So the division round is the 1-seeded Bills against the 5-seeded Steelers, and then us, the 2-seeded Raiders, against the 3-seed Titans. We're going to be Saturday 4:30, so we are the first game, so we are not going to know anything. And then looking at the NFC side, we had the Eagles obviously at the 1 seed, and then the Vikings at the 7 seed, and then the Lions at the 3 seed, Giants at the 5 seed. Last thing we're gonna go ahead and do, I don't know if you can hear that car, it's crazy. Eddie Kirkland, 6 tackles, 2 of them being sacks. Amazing game. Looks like we have 100% fan approval right now. Looks like all we had to do was win a playoff game. I mean, we've made it every year, so but we finally get the win. That's probably what they wanted to see is this team able to win? And well, the answer is yes, but I mean, we played an 8-9 Colts team. So, obviously, who were dealing with a lot of key injuries as well. I mean, there was like 4 other guys who were starters. But in the next episode, we are going to be playing the Titans, who are 12-5. Very big matchup. We actually played earlier on in the season. Oh, that's preseason. Where are they at? There it is. 38-35. We won a close one. Titans dominated, but we were somehow able to sneak out the win, even with Will Levis actively trying to lose the game. So yeah, big game coming up next game. Hopefully, obviously it ends in a win because it's the playoffs. We wanna win the bowl, the Super Bowl, not the Pro Bowl. All right. Well, with all that being said, hope you enjoyed. I did. See you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.